What's good, all my stock market trader and investor homies? It's your boy Kevin coming at you 15 floors below my mom's kitchen. That's right, I'm the 30-year-old loser living in their parents' basement right now. I just sold the OG Touchdown Trade studio last week. We sold that house. We are currently homeless. So we're staying in the parents' basement for the next couple of weeks while we get the next permanent location ready to move into. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about a brand new, just listed on the NSDQ, penny stock, small cap biotech penny stock. This was trading on the OTC market for years, and we know that only the best of the best OTC stocks eventually make it to be listed on the NASDAQ. So we're going to be wanting to take a deep dive, do a deep analysis into this penny stock, look at the fundamentals, look at the business model, the growth outlook. We'll come back, look at their pipeline, what drugs do they have coming to market, and we'll also break down the chart. If you're new around here, we talk about the top stocks in the stock market every single day. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me, turn on those notifications, and everybody else, you know what time it is. Go ahead, destroy the like button, because the like button, it ain't our friend, and we must destroy it. All right, so the stock we're going to be talking about is Cardiol Therapeutics. I have the chart on the screen. The ticker is CRDL. If you want to use these same charts that I'm using, it is Webull. If you sign up with the link in the description, they're going to give you free money, up to $1,850 of free money, and free money is the best type of money. So after the video, click the link in the description and get that free money. All right, so CRDL is the ticker, Cardiol Therapeutics, a biotech penny stock. We're talking about a company that is working on heart disease drugs. Heart disease is the leading killer in the United States. More deaths than the Rona, more deaths than car accidents. It is the leading killer in the US, and it is an absolutely massive healthcare industry, over $30 billion annually in the heart disease space. So a massive industry. Cardiol Therapeutics, let's talk about their drugs, their pipeline. The main drug in Cardiol's pipeline is CardiolRX. CardiolRX is an ultra pure, high concentration cannabinoid oral formulation being developed for the treatment of acute inflammatory heart disease. It is pharmaceutically produced under the amount of THC that would cause negative side effects. Cardiol has received approval, this is big here, Cardiol has received approval from the FDA for its investigational new drug application to conduct a trial to see how it helps the treatment of those hospitalized with the ronna, and they have risk factors that may indicate they have heart problems or cardiovascular disease. We're talking about heart disease is the biggest cause of death in the US, and it's not even close. Heart disease is above cancer, medical error, respiratory disease, accidents, strokes, Alzheimer's, diabetes. It is a killer. And the Rona's a killer. So imagine you're an elderly person, you have heart disease, and then you get the Rona. It is not a good situation. So Cardiol is investigating. They're looking at this CardiolRX as maybe a therapeutic to help those with heart problems that get the Rona. Because the Rona is so infectious that these patients that have these heart issues, they are going to more than likely eventually going to be exposed to the Rona. And we have even seen over the last few weeks that people are getting the Rona again after they've been vaccinated. In most situations, based on the research that I've looked at, the vaccine helps to diminish the side effects if you were to get the Rona again. But if you have heart disease, even though you've been vaccinated, if you get the Rona again, it's definitely not a good situation. And there is a big market for therapeutics to come in and help the patients that need them. Let's take a look at this video where the CEO is interviewed, and he does a great job explaining CardiolRX.
The team at Cardiol Therapeutics has worked in heart failure medicine for coming on 30 years now. culprits or underlying driving factors of the heart failure epidemic, which affects 26 million people around the world, is inflammation. Our lead product, CardiolRX, is a very powerful anti-inflammatory agent. We're actually using the cannabidiol molecule that we make pharmaceutically pure to specifically target inflammation in heart disease. And the remarkable aspect of this drug is that it has a very powerful anti-inflammatory effect without a lot of the toxicity or the adverse side effects that typically accompany other anti-inflammatory strategies, certainly in heart medicine, such as steroids, which can be very toxic, so much so that very few people can tolerate the side effects. So we're very pleased with the findings from this study that we've just reported.
Cardiol Therapeutics executives and their team, it's absolutely crazy. These dudes and gals are no joke. The president and CEO, he took a company, Vasogen, public. Vasogen went public, raising over $200 million, and eventually hit a market cap of over $1 billion. These guys are not playing around. This guy, Andrew Hammer, the chief medical officer, he also took a company and blew it up. He took a company which generated revenues almost $900 million in 2020. So these guys aren't playing around and they have experience in the space. The preliminary results from the CardiolRX trials have been very, very promising. So look at healthy heart tissue right here. This is a heart with myocarditis. Doesn't look very good. And then you add in the CardiolRX or the CBD, and the heart looks much healthier. So these clinical trials and these preliminary tests are looking very promising. Because there's no THC in CardiolRX, you don't have the side effects. Patients will be less hesitant to try it because maybe they're scared of THC. They've heard the bad rap that it gets and they want to stay away from it. So I think that's promising as well. And more patients will be open to trying this therapeutic. Some of the recent achievements of the company, they completed enrollment of 422 patients in a phase 2/phase 3 trial. Very important here because of the nature of the trial. They were able to do a parallel phase trials with phase 2 and phase 3. Usually, you have to knock off phase 2, it takes a couple years, and then you go to phase 3. Not the case here with CardiolRX. They commenced an international phase 2 acute myocarditis trial led by a highly distinguished steering committee, and they completed preclinical development of a subcutaneous formulation of CardiolRX for treatment of chronic heart failure and initiate a clinical program. So they're knocking things off the list here and getting closer to getting this drug to market. All right, let's look at the chart. Ticker CRDL. This is now on the NASDAQ, so we can now buy it on Webull, Robinhood, whatever broker you can buy CardiolRX. It's no longer an OTC traded stock. The chart is very interesting here to me, right? Because back here in December of 2021, or December of 2020, I'm sorry, we hit a base down at $1.82. And then we went rocket ship to the moon style all the way up to $4.20. We then sold off back down and hit lows, but look where those lows were. Those lows, boom, we're back down here at that $1.80 support that we found back in 2020. So that level down there is acting as support. Last time we found support down there, we went from $1.80 all the way up to $4.20. If we retested those highs back up near $4.20, that is about a what? 80% move or so. We have a lot of potential if this thing does want to retest those prior highs. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. I do want to disclose this was a sponsored video. However, I wasn't told what to say or how to present the company. This was my own research, my own due diligence, and my own opinions. I love all of you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Until next time, deuces.